Today, on this episode of An Easy Dish, we will be making crab muffins. Okay? If you have a shellfish allergy like I do, be careful. It is imitation crab meat, but some of the brands have shellfish in them anyway. Yeah. I don't know what else you want me to say. Hey, so hope everybody had a great holiday. It's a couple days before New Year's, and I'm having a few friends over. So I thought I could show you a couple things, like app type stuff. Another family favorite on deck here in the cookbook. These are crab muffins. Okay, we're going to talk about this here in just a sec. So these have only just a few ingredients. 2 sticks of butter. There's a ton of butter in this. A pound of imitation crab, which is 2 of these packages. Thawed, of course, and by the flake style. It also will call for 3 jars of Old English cheese. 3 of those. And some garlic salt. Half a teaspoon of garlic salt. That's it. It's a tad time consuming, which I'll explain as we go along. So, the first step is to go ahead and take your flake style imitation crab, and we're going to chop it up even flakier. We're going to get it to like this. Just, get it a little bit thinner. Slice it up, flake it up. Okay, so once you have your imitation crab sort of chopped up, flaked up, whatever you want to call it, they're pretty much cubed, and then, they fall apart on their own. We're going to head over to the stove and do the next step. Yeah. Okay, so 2 sticks of butter are melting in my pan here on kind of a medium heat. We're going to take our 3 jars of Old English cheese and dump that in there as well, all 3 of them. Okay, so once your cheese melts, you're going to kind of want to stir it while this is happening occasionally so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Then we're going to add our crab meat. Stir that around. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. We want it to be kind of simmery. And coat all of the crab with the cheese sauce. Okay. We're going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic salt. So I'm just going to kind of do some guessing here. All right. Okay, so once you have all of that combined and it's sort of all mixed together here, we're going to go to the next step. You don't really need to let it cook or anything. Just get it all kind of mixed in there and heat it up, and you're good. Okay. So we've got our cheesy crab mixture. We're going to go ahead and grab some English muffins. You're going to need 12 English muffins. This makes a lot. But that's part of what's awesome about it, because once you make this, these stay in the freezer, and they stay in the freezer for a long time. So if you have somebody coming over and you can just pull some out and bake them and have this amazing appetizer ready to go. So you just kind of keep them in your fridge and pull out however many you need. You'll see what I mean. So I'm just going to slice all of my English muffins and lay them face up on my tray. You don't need the parchment paper. That's more from a perspective of cleaning than needing it for any sort of other reason. Just makes it easier to clean in the end. So I'm going to go ahead and I have 2 of these trays ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and get all of my English muffins cut. So there'll be a total of 24 halves. Math. Okay, so we have our 12 English muffins sliced in half and laid face up on our trays. We're gonna take a scoop of our crabby cheese mixture here and get it onto our English muffin and just kind of spread it on there like so. Okay, that's it. Don't really have anything to say about that. As you may or may not know, I am from Baltimore, and we do crabs there. So been to many a crab feast in my days, and when I was about 10 is when I discovered that I was allergic to shellfish. I will not give you any details about that discovery. Suffice to say, it was disgusting. But yes, if you're from the area here, Washington, Baltimore area, and you vacation on the Eastern Shore, in Ocean City, you have to say it like that, Ocean City, hon, because I'm from Baltimore. That's what you do. How about demos, you know? So, anyways, my cousins, John and Mark, they own an amazing restaurant right along Route 50, just a couple of miles before you hit the bridge going into Ocean City. If you're driving, it's on the corner of Route 50 and 589 near the racetrack and the casino. And it is, they just do amazing stuff. Of course, there are, Maryland blue crabs, steamed crabs, that's the thing. But also, I mean, their menu is unbelievable. Shrimp and, just like all kinds of stuff. They do a crab pretzel. Of course, I can't eat any of it. But, it's pretty clear to see. And everybody loves this place. So if you are heading down the ocean, hon, you make sure you stop there. Follow them on Facebook. I will post all of the information in my comments. Of course, this isn't real crab that I'm working with here, but still seemed like a good time to mention it. Okay, so, first I probably should have told you that the name of my cousin's restaurant is Crabs to Go. Ask for John or Mark, and you probably won't get a family discount. They love me and all, but crabs are expensive. Okay, I want you to note that there's a lot of butter left in this pan. So you have 3 choices. You could dump this. You can guess what I think about that choice. You could use less butter from the beginning, and we have done this before, maybe a stick or a stick and a half. Or you could take this and just kind of add a little extra on the top of each muffin, because later when these get baked, they're gonna go under the broiler also, and they'll get nice and crispy. And just trust me, this is what you want to do. So once this is done, I'm going to put these trays in the freezer. Okay, that reminds me. Prior to come on, So that reminds me, prior to getting your English muffins sliced and laid out, check and make sure that the pan that you're using fits in your freezer first. And then find the appropriate pans that you can slide into your freezer. Not permanently, but just for a period of time. But, you know, this is a wide tray, and so it's possible it wouldn't fit, you know, in your freezer. So check first on that. Okay. Oh, I forgot where I left off. So the next step is going to be to put these in the freezer for, I don't know, I'm going to say like, it might take like a half an hour. I'll time it so that I can tell you for realsies how long. Well, and it'll probably depend on a lot of factors. But what you're looking for is for the muffins to get, you know, frozen, but still that they can be cut. So I'm going to guess it's going to be about a half hour. But again, you just have to kind of just keep checking them. You want them to be frozen, but not like solid, but still that you can cut them. Okay. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Okay, so they were in the freezer just about a half an hour, and they are, you know, partially frozen. So at this point, we are going to cut each muffin into quarters. You can do this right on your tray, or you can be smart about it and do it on a cutting board so as not to ruin your tray. That's not how I roll, people. So we're just cutting them right into quarters. Okay? And I'm going to do that with all of them. And then I'm going to put them back in the freezer until they're completely frozen, a couple hours. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so once they are thoroughly frozen, get yourself a bag and break them up, throw them in. Easy peasy. So I'm going to bake a few of these now. I'm going to put them in at 350 for about 10 minutes. And then I am going to turn on the broiler and stick them under a broiler, like move them up to, like, I'll put them in a middle rack to bake them. But then I'll move them up to to the top rack to broil them. Keep an eye, close eye, because they'll probably only take a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes, until they're like bubbly, cheesy, buttery. You know what I'm going for. So, so yeah, I'm gonna make a few. Maybe I'll eat that for dinner, and show you the outcome when they come out of the oven. I'm trying to pick which ones I want. So I'll save those for. Look, you guys. Okay. No. Wait, look. This is how many it made. Clearly, you can, you know, have this recipe. But why would you? I mean, honestly, keep these in your freezer. Take out 4 or 5 of them for yourself for an afternoon snack. Or, like, pull them out, like, for parties and stuff. Okay? I'll be back in a minute and I'll show you how good they are. I would not lie to you. Look at, can you hear them? They're sizzling. Okay, the lighting is not great, granted, but they're really, like, so good. I did forget to mention, you cook them from frozen, so you don't have to, like, bother thawing them or anything. Okay, so I did them 350 for about 10 minutes, and then under the high broiler for a couple minutes. I probably could have let them go a little longer, but I couldn't wait. So, yeah. Crab muffins. Bye. Microwave safe plate. And I'm going to spray this with some cooking spray, sugar, flour, eggs, butter, and almond extract.